Welcome to Zero to SaaS in 6 weeks. I'm Ben, I'm the founder of Pirate Skills, and today I want to show you if this vibe coding workshop series is the right thing for you. If you have ever dreamed of building your own SaaS tool like I have for the last 15 years, when I started building my first startups, I was studying psychology, but I could only use like WordPress. And later I had a funded startup where we built 6 mobile apps, 2 out of which actually had 2 million users. But I was never the developer. I always dreamed that I could not only be the marketer, but also the person who was building the product and actually combining those two skills. Then finally, a year ago, AI got traction in coding. And in January, I said, that's it. I'm going to learn how to code. I'm going to solve one of my own problems. And I'm going to teach you everything I know from the last 9 months that I wish I would have known from the beginning. Let me show you the SaaS that I built. It's called the Captain. The Captain is an AI business companion that allows you to save your business goals and information about your business and still keep choosing whichever model you like to use. That is a use case I had for myself personally, so I built it. A fully fledged SaaS, that uses the business context, has a beautiful landing page, uses all available models at the moment, and of course, allows people to subscribe, to enter a free trial, to test the €30 a month version, or even go for the yearly version for better cash flow in my business. I would have been absolutely lost in December last year, 2024, if you had asked me, hey, can you build this? And it actually took me just 3 months to get to the first 7 Stripe subscribers, which was an amazing joy to see. And today, if you ask me, how long would it take me to do this again? It would be just 3 days. And I think that is the most fascinating part in this. And this is why I developed Zero to SaaS. I want to take you to a 6-week program where you can just start from zero with no technical background and come out with a real SaaS business. Isn't that crazy that we can do that now? It's going to be very hands-on. It's not going to be done for you, but done with you. I want you to learn how to do this, even if you have never coded a line in your life before. So what's the plan? In the first week, starting on October 1st, we're going to take your idea and bring it to a website. And so that you have a landing page where people can already pre-register and join a waitlist. You can follow along with the idea that I'm building as a case study in the workshop, if that's easier for you, or you can build your own idea. It's up to you. You can also do both. Once you have the website live, you now want to build your first feature. It's interesting to have this landing page about the Captain, but it's much more interesting if people can actually start interacting with the chat and choose their AI model and save their business context. Those are real features, and you need to learn how to build that. And you learn how to design it. And then you get to the point where you say, like, okay, when I come back to my SaaS app, I also want to see the history of my chats, the history of whatever you're trying to build. And therefore, you need to save it in a database. That's a big jump for lots of people, and we're going to help you across that world. And then you say, okay, now it remembers data, but I want to see only my data. Somebody else wants to see their data. They maybe have a team set up. How do they sign up? How do they log in? We call that authentication. And you learn that in the 4th week. After that, you will learn how to integrate with other tools. Let's say you have already working workflows in Zapier, N8N, or your CRM that you might be using, or an email marketing tool, and you want to integrate that. You'll learn that in week 5. Polish the experience, get everything ready to be ready for the final thing is taking payment with Stripe. this is serious and you need to be responsible on that. And I'm going to show you exactly the best practices to do, how to build a very easy or complex payment setup all yourself. And you come out at week 6. You got the example app running, you got your own app running, and you can start charging people and collect already early interested people, because in week 1, you built already the landing page that is live on the web. So what does this cost, you might ask? Yeah, we have 2 ways to join the program. You normal pay 1,000 euro at the beginning of the cohort. The cohort starts every quarter at the beginning of the quarter for 6 weeks. And you're even allowed to join later again in case you missed a session, in case you want to redo it, you want to see what developed in the market. And this cohort is allowed to rejoin as long as we do those workshops in future quarters. The first one is beginning on October 1st, but the next one then starts in the beginning of January. All right, what do you get? You get 6 2-hour live workshops, always on the Wednesday afternoon. You can get the dates and times here. We're going to record them. So if you missed a session, you'll get the workshop recording, no problem. But I highly encourage you to be there. Then we got a WhatsApp group where we can communicate between the workshops, where you can ask your questions, fix bugs together with us, and everybody learns faster. That's $1,000. You just click here, you get an invoice and everything, and I'll onboard you by sending you the calendar invites. And then we have the scholarship program. We believe in giving and sharing, and therefore everyone who pays also sponsors a slot for somebody who really deserves it. Imagine a student with very little money. Imagine somebody working in an NGO doing good work, and that would really impact this work if they could just vibe code, if they could build websites and automate workflows in their business. Those people we want to have in our scholarship program. You just click here, you apply for that, tell us why you need it. And then for every slot that is being bought here on the left-hand side, we provide a slot on the right-hand side. You get the same access to the same people, content, and everything. Now, I often get these questions here. Do I need to know how to code? No, you don't need to know how to code. I didn't know how to code in December. I learned it in January. Now it's September. And I just wish I had known the stuff that I will share with you in this program. What stack do we use? What do we use to build those web apps? We use Next.js as a web framework for front-end and back-end. And then we use GitHub to store the code and collaborate with our teammates. Then we use Vercel to host it. Then we use Supabase as a database and as a login tool, and Stripe for payments. That's it. Those are very stable, very low-cost tools. Most of them are for free. Cursor, the tool we use to code, is a $20 a month subscription that you need to pay in addition. But everything else you can start on the free tier, and it will take you a long time to break that free tier. So how much time do you need to take? You have 2 hours per week over 6 weeks where you have live workshops. I recommend 2 to 4 hours extra where you prepare for the workshop, give it a first shot so you can bring the difficult question to the workshop, or afterwards, if you first want to listen, which is totally fine, and then practice it on your own example. It will take a bit more time if you're building your own SaaS tool on the side, which I highly recommend that you do. You will come up with different problems and better questions to the next workshop and the WhatsApp group. Then, is growth marketing included? No, we actually gonna run 2 workshop series right after each other. The first 6 weeks is gonna be focused on building Zero to SaaS. The next 6 weeks is gonna be growth marketing mastery, a different program. Ask me about it. If you're interested, if you're already a member of Zero to SaaS, I can give you a big discount on the growth marketing mastery. So what if I get stuck? I'm here for you. I'm available through WhatsApp, through email. In every workshop, we will take time to have a Q&A. And I promise you, I take the time to get you over the humps that you will incur. This is technical shit, and you can expect to run into problems and bugs. And I will show you your first line of defense, which is the Cursor AI agent that helps you solve most of the problems by itself, if you prompt it correctly. Then you have the WhatsApp group and you have myself, to rely on if you're stuck. And if you're still asking yourself, who is this for? Am I the right person? If you feel the founder spirit in you, or you have done a service business or are a business owner already, and you ask yourself, can I take some of my ideas and turn them into a software as a service model with recurring revenue? Then this is for you with no technical background. If you are a marketer like myself and you wonder I wish I just had my own products that I could market, I would be so much faster. Trust me, it's true. I'm working at a speed that is 10x different than 9 months ago. If you are a business operator and you want to be able to quickly prototype ideas so you're not wasting that much time for your developers, this is the time. If you're a product manager, you're actually in the best position to do this program because you have already developed audience and product taste. And you just need to get those ideas away from other developers into your own hands. You will be a machine. Okay, that's it. That's what I wanted to show you. That is zero to SaaS in 6 months. And if you have any questions about this, write me a message. If you're already in the Vibe Coding community on WhatsApp, ask me there, no problem. I'm here for you, and I want to see you in this program. Also, a last wish. If you know somebody who's really deserving, who should learn this, but who doesn't have the €1,000 to pay for it, which I, by the way, think is a completely steal. If you have a subscription for €20 and you get only 50 customers, that is 1 month recurring revenue where you get this money back. That is stupidly simple. But if you know somebody who deserves the scholarship, a good friend who doesn't have the money at the moment, who's looking maybe for a career change, who is a student, who's working in an NGO, please ask them to apply for the scholarship. Even if we don't have a slot this quarter, we have a slot again and again in the next quarters. Thank you very much. Hope to see you there. Bye-bye.